And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. I'm Kevin Harlan. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, we'll see the UCLA Bruins taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball. This adds to the excitement.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. They've got Fresh, Looney out there with Campbell. Then there's Free, and it's Robertson at the 5 spot.
Hard to watch UCLA and not think of the Wizard of Westwood, John Wooden. Not just his impact on the school, but his place in the history of basketball. He helped put college basketball on the map in a big way. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
There's a screen. Fresh, the pass to Free. The pass to Looney. Stolen by Terry. Lee kicks to Freak. And again, Kansas with the triple.
Wow, what a first. It's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Freak's got 10.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Pass to Campbell. Lee against Free. Stolen by Terry. Here's Lee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Fresh. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Back to Lee. Pass to Freak. And the shot is long. UCLA trails by 10. Freak in at shooting guard. And it's Gaines in at the 5 down low. Fresh can't get it to go.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And for the Bruins, they've got Campbell. Fresh is out there with Free. And it's Robertson at the 5 roaming the paint. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Jayhawks.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Free. 1:02 left here in the first half of basketball. And for Kansas, Freak in at point guard. And it's Jenkins in at the shooting guard position. There's a screen. Here's Free. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Shots, gentlemen.
Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
Looney's checked in for UCLA. Fresh comes in for Porter.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in '88 and 2008.
Here's Free. Misses the 3. Jayhawks leading by 14. Here's Freak. His 3-pointers off the mark. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the half. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Just a total loss of concentration right there.
And, Greg, if they continue to make those kinds of mistakes, then this game could turn even more south on them, and sour.
Jenkins dishes to Freak. He kicks it to Gaines. And the Jayhawks again can't hit.
I'll tell you what, for what's really a...
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. This play in the second half of this game, critical.
So on the floor for UCLA, Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Free. And it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken number 1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall number 1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set. What a competitor, Kevin. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
And the basket good. And that's now 7 points for Fresh.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Morris is checked in for Campbell. UCLA trails by 16. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, Freak in at 2-guard. And it's Oubre in at the small forward position. Excellent use of the screen that time.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Here's UCLA. Free passes to Roberts. The shot is off, and Kansas the other way now. Here's Freak, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Did not need 2 hands for that slam.
You know, he can save the other hand for the next time.
One will do just fine.
Yeah, but just to switch it up a little bit.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Kansas on D. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. The baseline J. And that's out of bounds. UCLA will retain possession. Here's Free.
2 minutes.
Three-pointer.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
We've got 1:48 left here in the second half of the game. Freak. And again, it's Kansas.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Jayhawks.
Barkley simply ran him off the court.
It was all about the transition game. Fast break points, the difference.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Gaines gets the bucket.
Guys, it's over. I think we can say that now with certainty.
I'm with you. I mean, we'd like to officially welcome everybody to garbage time.
Pass to Free. To the wing right side. Campbell kicks to Roberts. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. Free can't get it to go. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. Campbell, the pass to Free. From deep. The shot is off. Now here's Freak. And so the Jayhawks take the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
Yeah, they were clicking in every way. I mean, no question about that. And once they pulled away, they didn't let up.
For Clark